Welcome, welcome
Hello,
everyone.
everybody. Yeah, hello, everybody. Welcome back to BigBangCrypto. My name is Sam, and today with me, Zach. He is the man behind bot trading, and today we want to talk about Bitcoin, what is going to happen in the near future, and also about an amazing indicator that we want to show you guys. And yeah, so I think we've really nice things for this video. All right, so we want to start with the chart, and I've been talking about this in the last two videos a lot. What I think is the current situation, and as you can see today, this is the weekly chart, and as you can see today, we are up at this middle red line of the RSI that I've talked about. And yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see if the next week is able to cross this line here, that we see it moving up again, or is this the point where the rejection will start and we're going to see a correction down to lower levels. This is a very important moment for Bitcoin, and in the past we've seen that this level is definitely able to be a rejection point. So like this candle that you can see right here, it's been a strong candle, but it was not able to cross this line on the RSI really, so it all came back down, and there are a lot of examples for that. Where we can see something similar happening. So for example here, where we had the top out in our last bull market, close to $20,000. And we came down, we had the retest at the lower line. So this is what we're seeing at this point here. So very similar. And then we bounced back up and failed at this middle line of the RSI. So price candles were looking like this. They look good, and people got bullish again. And this is not a small move. So if we just make a measurement from the bottom, so this is a 50% move in 5 weeks. So this is of course not bad for Bitcoin, but yeah, at the end we failed at this level. We failed. Sorry. Uh, but at the end, we failed at this level, and we came all the way down. And as you can see, this is more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks in a row where we're going lower. And so this is the key moment right now for us to see if Bitcoin is able to pass this level. And I think $45,000 is the key that I also showed you in the previous video. And as you can see right now, and this is really important in my opinion, we're right here at this resistance of the rising wedge that you've seen. And yeah, so maybe this is the moment of the rejection and we're coming down to lower levels, or this is the moment where, as you can see, a lot of people say that everything is bullish now, we're gonna go back up. It's all this all was accumulation and so on, and but at the end it could only be a retest, and we fail at this level because this is a huge resistance. Also, no, with this chart, this is the bull's heart still beating chart that you've seen in the video, and as you can see, I told you guys that this level is going to be very important for us, and Bitcoin at the moment was not able to cross this white line where I said that we need to get back into this golden box. At the moment it's not there, so if we have to wait and see if we get a weekly close below this level or above this level here. So this is going to be very important on a daily chart. This looks like this. So as you can see, it has really been trying to come back up inside, but currently the daily candle was not able. So this is, like I said, a very important moment for the bulls, in my opinion. And this level is a level where shorts have a higher chance to be triggered, because maybe a lot of people are waiting for this level where we've seen a lot of selling pressure. So I think, like I said, the first week of August is going to be very important for Bitcoin. If we see a rejection here, guys, then we're going down. And in my opinion, the level that makes a lot of sense to see a retest is going to be $35,000. And if that level can't hold, then we're going to come down to this level again. So this is what is going on right now. So if you see Bitcoin um, above this zone of $45,000, then we might really see the next step of this bull market, the next leg up. But this is the only chance, in my opinion. Otherwise, there's going to be a rejection here, and we're going to move down again, and this will be a shock for all the bulls out there, because as I told you, this is a strong area. As you can see during the last bear market, this is a very long period where it was not able to cross this middle line, and at the end there was this capitulation, and we fell down and had that final big correction. So this is what I see currently for Bitcoin, and on a daily chart here, like you can see, we're getting closer and closer to this crossover here. And currently, we're still below the level. So if the 144 moving average, this yellow line, crosses this line, then we could get the next bearish signal, and we're going to go lower. But then I will make another video too with an update of the price and so on. So this is my view. What do you think, Zach?
No, perfect. We agreed that we both would do our own TA, but it's funny because my TA aligns a lot with your TA. Show the people what I'm thinking about the current price, but in a different way. I come to the same conclusions as you did, because I already did a chart before this to just analyze everything for myself and see where I should be looking for. But I think it's nice to see what the thought process behind the chart is, or behind the technical analysis is. So let's just start from scratch, and let's just find a chart with some data on it. So preferably something with a lot of data. So let's say Bitcoin USD on Finex, always great. So let's.
Zach, sorry, one question. Do we have to switch the screens?
No, it's fine
Because I'm
because
still seeing my screen.
no, it's fine. You can keep it like that. Maybe if we need
Okay.
to show something else, you can use it. So Sam, if we look at this.
I don't see it.
Oh, you don't
That's
see my screen. Ah,
right.
okay. That's a little bit annoying. Let me. I think you can see my screen, Sam. If you go to Discord and you just click on our names, you should be able to see my screen sharing, because I'm still doing that.
Okay.
Let me just
Let me
double
just
check, by
double
the way.
check by the. Yeah, I can. I think. Can I see your screen now?
Okay.
Okay. No, I don't see your screen. So maybe you really have to switch it on Discord for me. Yes?
So you can't see my screen, you said, right?
No, I can't. I can't.
Okay, you can't. I will stop sharing my screen, and I will do it again. So maybe you can see it then. Screen 2, yes, go live. So Now I'm sure you can see it, so just try try to figure it out. I'm gonna continue doing my
Yeah.
technical analysis because I already
Yes.
showed you earlier. So, okay, I'll just continue with the people and explain them what my thought process is. Just this is just Bitcoin's price from all the way down to 277 bucks. So it's quite some history since 2013. And if I look at it, I see one area that's basically popping out right away. It's basically this 10,000 resistance area, let's say here somewhere. Let's just draw a quick line where I'm looking at. So this line right here is basically telling me that, okay, the story of this whole area was that we couldn't cross it because we popped above it during the first bull market to the 20K area, but that was really short-lived. So it was a couple, what was it? Let's say December to January. It was a month. We were above this area for a month, then came below it and got a huge rejection, brought us into a bear market. Same thing happened later on when we got out of the bear market. Everyone was thinking, okay, this is it. We're going to break the psychological 10K area because that's very close to the 10K area. Sorry. Um, so when we finally broke this resistance line, that was when everything went like crazy, right? So when the psychological 10K area got broken, there was just no pricing for Bitcoin. No one really knew
Really
what it
knew
was
what it
worth.
was worth. Yeah.
Can you
Can
mute
you
your
mute
mic,
your
Sam?
mic, Sam? What did you say? You want me to continue?
Mute your
Mute
microphone
your
because
microphone
otherwise
because
I can hear
otherwise I can
myself
hear
double.
myself double. Oh.
All right.
All right.
So,
So,
oh, never
oh,
mind. I
never
still hear
mind. I
myself
still hear
double.
myself
That's weird.
double. That's weird.
Hello, can you guys hear me still? Yeah, that this should be good. I should go back into the call, join the call. All right. So, yeah, again, the resistance line was broken. There was no real price for Bitcoin anymore. No one really knew what it was worth. So we get into this auction kind of bidding, right, guys? Who knows what Bitcoin is actually worth? Do you? I don't. So let's just look at this area from the very start of like where price action starts and pull our fixed range just to see where the most price action occurred. So yeah, again, the resistance line was broken. There was no real price for Bitcoin anymore. No one really knew what it was worth. So, okay. Um, yeah, so this is the point of control basically, where the most volume, most Bitcoin changed hands around this area, $8,600, guys. So the most Bitcoins were traded around $8,600. And the bigger trade volume is indicated with our support line. So basically everything below that has had a lot more volume being traded than anything above it, because everything above it, this area was pretty short, so it wasn't really that much being traded, although it was decent size. But then after that, this is all irrelevant compared to this whole price action here, right? So when I draw my FIBs, I basically do it as follows. I take the breakout of this move and bring it up to the high of this move. And what I get is the 61.8 golden pocket, and price basically fell into this, right? So that's my first indication of where price is likely to go from here, right? So I've been buying the lows here basically because I was already calling for this when we were trading above 50K. Um, so yeah, so that's just taking the big picture and saying, okay, what is like actually the low right? So what is actually an area where people with big money have invested into this coin, Bitcoin, and are defending that area. So below 10K, it's going to be really, really, really unlikely that we'll ever go there, right? Without something huge happening and like a huge crash or something, right? So basically the bigger volume starts at this area right here, which is around the 20K, right? So it's already hard to get within that range. But even if we get within that range, then I think getting into these bigger order blocks is like very unlikely. So I think 12K is currently our low, and 20K is to be defended, which makes a lot of sense because that's a double, or that's a top that we had before this. So that could very well be retested before we see any continuation. Okay, so in this fashion, I basically drew up this map right before the stream. This map indicates that the bigger resistance is around the 36K area. And if I had to make a guess, we would reach this area around end of August, beginning of September. We would start dropping and making our first retracement. Okay, so I also have some support areas that I'm having an eye on because I do want to get in, but I don't want to be long, of course, at the top, right? That's never what you want to do as a trader. So for example, we have a trading bot and it's buying and selling Bitcoin all the time. So before we did the stream, I told it to buy this low, sell the top. Well, basically we went lower here, but it's still averaging down. So even if we retrace from here, it's still gonna do limit in and out trades. Um, so yeah, this is my idea. Basically, also the same thing. I'm expecting also 46, 45K to be our resistance, and I have some support levels for the people that are interested into that. And yeah, as you guys see, there's a lot of lines, and it can be a little bit overwhelming, all of it. So that brings me to the next point. Sam, do you have anything to add to the TA? I think I might not hear Sam anymore. Let me.
So, can you hear me again?
Yeah, I can hear you perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Um, yeah, one moment. So, no, your TA was or is amazing what you showed, and also using the flip lines and so on. So this is really good, and I think that we're like you said at a very critical point now. And personally, as long as we are below $45,000, I am more bearish. But like I said, this is a decision week, and so next week for me, we will show how strong this bullish move that we've seen really is. And as you can see currently, these two red lines that I also showed many times in my videos. As you can see, we failed today at this upper red
They're not
line.
seeing your screen, Sam. Sorry. If you could do your screen share again, I can show it.
Oh, all right. Mm, can you see it now? Can you see my screen now?
Yes, they can.
Oh, okay, perfect. So yeah, these two red lines that I showed in my videos, which historically are very important for Bitcoin. And as you can see, currently we are really failing today at this upper red line. And so, yeah, it's going to be very exciting to see what the bulls are able to do. Um, Technically or historically, for me, like I said, I'm not sure if this is still a bull market. So it's for me personally difficult after what I just showed you. So let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, same thing here, because if we look at the structure from just like without all our lines and everything, you'll definitely see that there was another shoulder before that that came up pretty much at the same area. So it is a
It is
critical area.
critical. Yeah. And also what I wanted to show is all the other corrections during our last bull market. If you compare them to the until the point where we reached $20,000. As you can see, all these corrections compared to this one, this is a really big move compared to these moves here. Right, so we came very fast to the continuation of the bull market. We were above important levels, the 21 weekly moving average, and so on, and other levels on my chart. But currently, we are below all these levels. So it's difficult, really difficult for me to say that this is still a bull market, because this move is different, or a different correction, more a bear market correction, in my opinion, than a bull market correction with a continuation. But we will see. Like I said, $45,000 is key. So
Yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on that, and yeah, let's get into the indicator, because I showed you the
yeah.
indicator, and yeah, um, first of all, I didn't want to share it because we're implementing it into our own trading software, all the signals. But I spoke to the owner, and because it's pretty expensive, so I didn't think anyone would be really interested. But when I showed the charts with this indicator, there were some questions if what it was and if people could use it, and so I thought maybe it would be nice if we could get access to it as a community, because I've been actually looking at a lot of indicators and none of them really interested me. To name a couple, I think I discussed this with Sam right before the stream. Let's say this. Okay, so people buy the market cipher. Well, great and all, but what is it telling you? Like all these things, and there is so much interpretation, right? There is still so much expected from you. It's basically they put a lot of indicators into one, but it's still like not clear what you should actually do, right? So I'm not I'm not amazed by those kind of things, and that's why I really like this indicator, because it gives you a couple different signals. First of all, it gives you a clear bull and bear signal, but the next thing it does is, let's bring this down to the hourly, for example, is you get add signals, right? So if you're in a certain trend, you get these add signals to buy more because the trend is still on, right? So you have that for bear and bull signals. You have the add triggers basically. And this works on any coin, guys. So it's based on price action and market structure. So every signal, like the signals are very steady. There is no like, oh, it's very bad all of a sudden because the market trend changed, or I'm trading a different asset or whatever. No, you'll get into the trend and you'll stick to the trend as long as it stays. Like look at this one when we had to move from 58K, so almost 60K, all the way down to the 30K area, and you even have the add signals at the highs and the TP signals at the lows. It's very, very clear. It's very, very easy. So for the people that are new to trading and do not want to look at too many complex lines, or don't want to per se study technical analysis, but do want to have an indication with which asset to get in, the only thing you'd have to learn is how to use different time frames, how to interpret the different time frames, right? Because if you don't know what you're looking at, like this is the 4-hour chart. Well, I should know that for taking my entries, deciding upon my stop losses, that this is a 4-hour chart. So that's the only thing you should yeah, know a little bit. But for the rest, I think this is going to be very easy to use. If there's anyone in the chat that would like to look at a certain asset or coin, we can definitely have a look at it and see how the signals are for that particular coin. Yeah, Sam, you can start with a suggestion.
Yeah, I think one of the coins that I mentioned in the previous video was Dia, with a very good-looking chart. We could also take a look at Neo, because one of our community members said that he started a long position based on that Neo call. So we could look at that one.
So I opened up Neo for us, and yeah, the signals look great. It basically I think your call was a little bit earlier, but this one, it gave us a buy signal at 24th of July at a price of $28.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Can you see my screen?
It's coming. Yeah, it's coming. I can see it. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the buy signal. Yeah,
Yes.
so that's
Yeah.
pretty nice, and it still hasn't reversed. It has taken profit three times. No, yeah, three times. So here at the top also, which is really nice. So before this retracement. And if we just add some of our own TA and just look at some of the FIB retracements. So yeah, definitely around the $34 area would be interesting to look for another buy. Let's say 37 to $34 would be where you would be looking for. Let's look at the volume, fixed volume profile, just see where the most trades have happened and see what relevancy we can get out of that. Oh, that's really nice. Can you see that, Sam?
Um, I
So
don't
we,
know why. I'm seeing it with a delay, so I'm sure it will
oh,
come in a moment.
you're watching YouTube and not on
Yeah,
Discord.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
Right. Because somehow on Discord it doesn't work for me. I
All
don't know
right.
why.
So yeah, if you look at it from with a fixed range volume profile, you basically get a retracement to 33.90, $34, and then you bounce from the point of control with a pretty nice
Yeah, yeah,
breakout.
yeah. I
So
see it. It lines up very
yeah,
nicely.
and
Yeah,
it's at the 61.8 again, so a retest of that area is very possible.
yeah,
So yeah, that looks great. So yeah, this is basically the indicator. It basically tells you where to be bullish, where to be bearish, where to look for an add to
yeah,
your position, and where to take profit. And I think the adds and the take profits are the most amazing
yeah,
thing. If you know what you want to do, if you're looking for example, you want to long dot or neo or whatever, it's very useful to have also an indication on where to add to your position when you're in a good signal or in a good trend. So yeah.
yeah. It's amazing. I have to say that um, I didn't really find an indicator. No, I didn't find an indicator till now which really shows you when to add or take profit. Really, and this one has some really good signals here. So, but I think if you are able to also take maybe one other strong indicator into account, like I don't know, an RSI or MACD or whatever, to have a confirmation for the signal, then I think you will have some amazing trades and can be really profitable with this.
Yeah, I definitely agree that going in blindly on signals is never really what you want to do. You want some confirmation and you want a good entry. So be patient until it or average down into a nice position.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's great advice. And I think yeah, the indicator basically speaks for itself. It's very clear and it's
yeah,
giving you the bigger trend or the bigger portion of the movements, which is what you're looking um, for such a thing. And I personally haven't seen anything similar, so that's why I'm sharing it with you guys. And
yeah,
if anyone is interested, we will create a Discord channel explaining more. So yeah, please let us know if you're interested and if there is people interested, so that we can maybe arrange a discount for everyone. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm
yeah,
sure it gives a great value because both of us align with our technical analysis. We both say that, guys, watch out for the 45, 46K area,
yeah,
and watch and don't be like, oh, it's a breakout when we go to 47K. No, be patient. If we break out, guys, there should be a retest because we've gone up a lot. So if we break out, be patient, wait for the retest. If the retest is successful, then you can get in
yeah,
along. Because if you miss the lows, there is no reason to rush it.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, amazing video. I really enjoyed. making videos. So hopefully we make another video soon for the people here. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye.